up with the FC. We got one set of tires on the car. We got a brand new set, should be plenty. We are going to the compound. If you didn't see the last time, we went to the compound with this car when we first kind of got it done. Found a bunch of little issues. We hopefully have all those issues resolved. I went through the car and kind of fixed all the stuff I knew was wrong and made some improvements, and I'm really excited to drive it again. It should be a lot of fun. So me and Ben are heading down there now. It's about a 2.5 hour drive, so we're gonna hit the road. Oh, and it's a perfect day for it. Look at the blue sky, 60 degrees. Couldn't be any better. It's a beautiful day in Florida. It really is like an incredibly beautiful day right now. Absolutely gorgeous. I got the windows cracked on the highway here. It's a little nipply, but not bad at all. Oh, and then I always have to get over, well, Justin's driving, so I have to get over so he knows to get back over into the slow lane once we pass people. Let's see if he does it on his own. Ready? Oh, he did it! Look at that! Good job, Justino! I'm so proud of you. Are we clear of this semi? Yeah, we're good. Good job, Justino. All right, anyway, I just wanted to share this beautiful day with you guys. If it's not a nice day where you're at, this is definitely the video to live vicariously through, because it is a really pretty day. Ah, I love it. I know. I always talk about the weather, but it's just amazing. It's incredible out right now. If it could be like this every day, nobody would ever be sad. Anyway, yeah, cruising. We made it! It's so funny driving in here. I'm like, I know the cops, from what I understand, are relatively cool with this. I think it's one of those things where they know it's a good place for people to come and get this stuff out of their system. I don't know for sure that that's the case. But anyway, I always am like, man, if a cop sees me rolling through, like right by here, they know where I'm going. They know exactly where I'm going and what I'm going to do. But yeah, anyway, made it in here. It's pretty deep back in this area. So I just wish I never get to come here when the grass is mowed. Every time I come here, it's when the grass is like 4 feet tall, like it is right now. It's a lot. I've seen videos, and when the grass is mowed, you can actually see ahead, which is kind of nice. You know, if someone's spun out, you can see them. Whereas right now, you can't see anything. But it's middle of the week. I've never been here without there being a ton of people here, so it should just really be me and Ben, and Ethan might roll out here too. So that should be pretty fun. Letting the babes warm up. Need to get my power probe out, roll this. Oh no, okay, got it. Roll this window down. That one I have to push down manually. This one, the motor and everything works. I need to replace the motor on that one, and I have some window switches and hook them up, put them in the center panel, and then be able to roll the windows up and down. That'd be handy. Right now, I gotta use the old power probe to crank them up or down. Ben's way down there, he's testing his car. He put some coil packs on it to see. It was like revving only 55. He finally had his gauge cluster working. He didn't know. Justin's ripping the pit bike. Man, what a beautiful day. I know I've said it 1,700 times already, but couldn't ask for a better day to be out drifting. We're literally drifting our drift cars in an abandoned neighborhood on a beautiful day in the middle of the week. Like, his car's fixed, sweet. Can't get much better than that, so I'm excited to go drive. Might try to switch cars at some point. Let Ben drive the FC and then drive his Miata, because that'd be kind of fun. But got to make it through a few laps with the FC without braking first. Real quick, for those of you who don't know the rundown on this car, super gutted. We weighed it. It only weighed 1,970 pounds. 1.6 turbo, decent sized turbo, like T28 or something, pretty big for this motor. Probably makes, I think it made 180 wheel on the dyno, 8 pounds of boost. So it gets down though. Tires last forever on it because it's so light. It's got cut knuckles, and yeah. And this car is a bone stock 5.3 truck motor, bone stock, no cam, no nothing. Tuned from Matt Happel, BC coilovers, angle I made myself. You know, modded knuckles, extended lowers, and that's about it. So 2 very basic, simple seat time cars. The car started making some kind of funny noises. I don't know what the hell's going on, but maybe it was just the power steering pump. I don't know. I turned it off and took a look. I couldn't find anything noticeably wrong. So I guess we're gonna let it ride. At least we got gauges now. We know our oil pressure and our coolant temp. right, well, not too bad. The only thing I'm worried about, this fender was kind of messed up anyway. I don't know how easy or hard it is to find FC fenders, but it's really not that bad. Just a little dinged up. Should probably check my suspension. No, tie rod doesn't look bent. Nothing else looks bent. Looks like the bash bar did its job, that's for sure. Definitely saved us there. Car feels really good though with the good new front tires. The diff not slipping up. And what else did I do? I did something else. The seat, I feel like there was something else, but maybe not. I don't know, it feels solid. I'm liking it. Running nice and cool, no complaints. Well, it took 5 gallons of fuel. I didn't fill it up when we got gas on the way here. I did fill up this can because the tank is really nasty. Last time we were out here, the fuel sock was like coated in mud. I couldn't figure out why it was. The car was breaking up. That's what it was. So I want to take the tank out and clean it. So I didn't want to put gas in if I didn't have to, but apparently it fuel cuts. So it took all 5 gallons. Hopefully that'll get us through the rest of these tires in the next set. I kind of doubt it, but hopefully it'll last long enough to get the driving amount in we want to do. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and pull this fuel pump assembly out and clean the sock again because this tank's real nasty and I bet the sock is clogged again too. So just to cover all my bases, because car shutting off, straightening out in drift in front of somebody, not good. No bueno. Dipping down around 13. Just isn't terrible, but it's definitely low. All right, we're just chilling, enjoying the nice weather. So oil pressure has gotten lower as the oil temps have gone up. After like coming in after 4 laps or whatever, coolant temp at about 200, 210. The oil temp is, I don't know what it is, but higher, and the oil pressure is down in the 9 to 13 range, which is definitely low. Minimum spec is 7, but the last time this happened, if you guys have been watching for a long time, when we did the LS Miata build, I had this exact pan, same crank scraper, like all the oiling mods that you need besides an AccuSump, and the exact same thing happened. The pressure started getting lower and lower and lower, rod knock. So I have a strong feeling this motor is going to rod knock today. This is the reason why I went dry sump on my Miata. So we are just going to send it though, because this motor is literally a bone stock 5.3. That is the beauty of this car being what it is there's no cam to worry about getting messed up. There's no new lifters. There's no trunnion upgrade, rocker arms. There's nothing. This motor is 100% unopened bone stock besides a crank scraper, an oil pickup tube brace, and an oil pan. Other than that, 100% stock. So the only shame is I have a brand new set of tires and I ordered 2 more sets for the spring brake bash, and I probably won't get to use them unless I swap this motor by then, but I'm going to be working on the truck, so I probably won't have time. But anyway, probably going to go back out and keep keep shredding. One thing I do regret is I wish for scientific purposes I would have changed the oil pump, because basically I had the same pan, the same oil system on my Miata, and I raw knocked it first drift event. And there was kind of a lot of questions. Was it the pump? Was it the pan? Was it low on oil? I thought I overfilled it. And then I just went with a dry sump because I didn't want to worry about it again. When I built this car, I was like, I'm really curious, if I make sure it's overfilled, will it not rod knock with this pan with no AccuSump or whatever? Kind of a science project, because I always preach oiling systems on LSs. I wanted to see if my beliefs are right. So far I'm proving myself right, which is not good. I prefer to prove myself wrong. So anyway, yeah, I wish I would have changed the oil pump and then we could have seen, but I guess on the next one, we'll change the oil pump and then probably still put an AccuSump on it just to be safe, but who knows? Maybe we'll science it out and no AccuSump, good oil pump, see what happens. Definitely not like as high as it should be oil pressure wise when the temps aren't hot, but it's not low by any means. You know, it's like 40-50 in drift and then like 20-30 like idle to low RPM. So that was fun though. All right, I'm gonna let Ben drive the RX7. He's only driven a couple cars, a couple like really loose 240s. He drove my Miata, but you know, he was real careful in it because it's my car and he didn't want to mess it up. But this thing's obviously a beater car, so I want him to try to experience it and see what his thoughts are on it, because it's a very different car. McPherson front, set of AA arm and bigger tires, yada yada. So, but I'm letting it cool down some more. It's still at like 180, so letting it chill. So I'm gonna drive his Miata. I've never driven this one. I drove his other Miata, but again, 1.6 turbo, like 180 wheel, manual steering, very simple seat time car. So I've never driven it. I'm excited to see what it's like. Make sure the padding's in a good spot. Dang, you actually run your harnesses tight.
Yeah, no, I like them tight. I don't like to move around.
I would expect you to be the loose type of person.
It's like a thing that affects my driving, not safety. True. brake.
It's like having the Z again, where I'm just not at all afraid to let someone go rip it. The Miata always makes me nervous. It's my baby. I'll get to see it drifting from the outside. That'll be kind of sick. I think it actually sounds kind of good. It looks kind of cool too, man. Wow, it sounds good. Hell yeah, this thing sounds sick, man. I've never really seen it rolling. It looks tight. I think it's gonna take them a minute to get used to the angle. It's just the steering ratio is a lot quicker because of the angle. Oh, and the open diff. Well, not open diff, the limited slip. It's got a crappy, worn out clutch type LSD, so you can't just clutch kick it or power it into drift. You gotta get it sideways first, otherwise it likes to open up one wheel. So you gotta chuck it, and then it'll lock enough to drift fine. Drifts this section. Come on, do it. Do it. Hell yeah. What'd you think?
It feels real smooth.
Right?
And like super controllable.
Isn't it?
Yeah, no, it honestly drives pretty good.
Yeah, like way better than I thought it would, especially for DIY angle that I made myself. And like power wise for
If it
phones.
had a normal e-brake, it would be
Yeah.
totally fine.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's just like you have to flick it to get it to lock.
Yeah, oh, and the limited slip. It's a clutch type.
True.
So it wants, if you try to clutch kick it in, it wants to open up.
True. But no, it's pretty good.
doors Virginities have been taken. They're now in need of replacement, so no reason not to really party, which I mean, honestly, I'm happy about, because otherwise I probably would have taken it easy in this thing. And it's like I said, it's not a super nice car, but eventually I'd like to, you know, do new body panels, fix the stuff, paint, like body kit, paint, clean up the inside, you know, make it look nice. Because eventually I'd like to do a giveaway on this thing to help fund the Pro 2 build, which I'll talk more about that later. But anyway, eventually I will clean it up, so I will have to replace the doors. But now they're dinged up, I mean, no reason not to ding them up some more. It's not too bad. But anyway, it's fuel cutting again, so I need to go get gas. So I'm gonna unhook my trailer real quick. It's only 4:30, so we still got time. I'm gonna unhook and go fill this up, fill that up, and we can keep partying until this motor rod knocks, and then we'll put another motor in it after the truck's done. I guess real quick while I have you guys here, I think a lot of people are kind of confused at the end goal with this car. The goal was never to keep it long term. Basically what I want to do is drive it, have some fun with it. Obviously you got to put a new motor in it now. Enjoy it, and then clean it up, paint, body kit, all that, and do a giveaway on it, and do a giveaway on my Safiro, and use that money to help fund a Pro 2 build. I want to build a Corvette for Pro 2. It's something I've been thinking about for a long time, and I think I'm pretty committed to the idea now. I've been talking to some companies and yada yada. So basically I don't really need another beater car. Like, I mean, it is fun to have one, but I'd rather build a Pro 2 car than have a beater car. So that is kind of the long-term goal, or like, you know, next few months goal. So we'll fix her up and do a giveaway on this in the Safiro, and then start building a Pro 2 car. So that's kind of the long-term plan for those of you who were wondering. But anyway, I'm gonna run to the gas station so we can keep partying, because too much fun. This thing absolutely rips. This is such a solid little car for being a stock 5.3, and we're gonna have a 5.7 with a cam in it next time, so should make a solid 50 more horsepower and be a real shredder. So I mean, it's shredded just fine as it is, so I'm stoked. 12 psi oil pressure, boy. Doesn't sound good. Sweet. That was fun. We're gonna use inappropriate language. That was a lot of fun. A lot of fun. This trans tunnel is on fire. This thing took it like a trooper. I don't understand how it didn't blow up. Like, it has like no oil pressure. It doesn't make any sense. It really doesn't make any sense. I don't know if I should swap another motor in or just keep sending it with this one until she pops. I really thought she would have blown up by now, but it just takes it. I guess I'll check the oil, cut the filter, and see where we're at. Anyway, alright guys, I'm going to strap this thing down. Ben's out there ripping. What an epic, amazing day. Despite the oil pressure situation, the FC, this thing was a trooper, man. It worked all day. I didn't have to touch it. I didn't have to mess with anything. Like, I am incredibly impressed with this car. I had a lot of fun. Remember how I said, I just said I didn't need a beater car. And what do? I have so much fun in this beater car. I have too many vehicles, guys. I need funds to build a Pro 2 car. But do I want to do Pro 2 or do I just want to thrash around in this thing at the compound and have fun? It's probably more fun than Pro 2. Anyway, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. I'll see you for the next one. Goodbye, everybody.